Good morning, comrades. I'm Jay, you're watching Damyokol, and welcome back to Crusader Kings II. So last time we left off things after we defeated our liege, the High Chief Vuk of Thessalia, which has been left considerably weaker than he used to be, having only the small county of Thessalia left to his name. He still hates us quite a lot, but he cannot do much about it right this moment. I have a truce with him, which prevents us to declare war on one another for a period of 10 years. Those are strictly personal, so that means if there was to be a change of management, either in the High Chiefdom of Thessalia, or if I had to die or step down for some reason, the truce would be completely void and war could be declared at any moment. But let's move on, shall we? So, having conquered the county of Demetrius on the last episode, we have possibly new vassals under us. That's gonna be only the city of Neopatros, whose mayor Serapion think is some kind of a big deal and he would like a seat on my council. Otherwise he won't be terribly happy. But I see the guy is a pretty good diplomat, so we might have a chance to appoint him as a chancellor. And we shall do so forthwith, so he might like us a little bit more, and then give us more tax and more access to his troops in case of war or such. Here we can see that Chief Vuk is asking us to take a position of commander in his army. So it's not too much of a bad blood. I think, accept it. So that's free prestige and a little bit of money on the side. So that's good. So the plan for now would be to wait out for the duration of the truce with Thessalia, conquer it, and we shall possibly claim it for our name at some point in the future. What happens there? The patient between Gambara and myself was still there, only slumbering beneath our skins and easily reawakened by a lover's touch. It was hot, fierce, wonderful lovemaking, such as we used to have. So Gambara might become lustful. What is it? No, I might become lustful. 40% we gain prestige and 10% of I die. Well, that would be unfortunate. Let's see how it goes. And I am lustful indeed. Brilliant. As she's growing older, I can see that Elaidora could use some guidance in some of my experienced areas. It will require hard work and may not always be appreciated, but this is my chance to make a self-sacrifice for the sake of Elaidora. Who is she? Oh, it's one of the Macroducas transhuge kids. I don't really care about her, to be honest. Yeah, she will do her own things. I'm not gonna take any sort of minuses for her sake. It's okay with it. So let's put the new chancellor to work and we shall go and claim the county of Thessalia. Everyone seems to be happy at my court. That is brilliant. Did we gain some new commanders? Possibly. Still don't have a regent. 3 commanders, so that's good. We can appoint the new mayor as master of the horse. He would be happy. And the other mayor as master of the hunt. Let's go do that. Young Eliodora is very easily satisfied and obviously lacking in ambition. That is pretty good. That suits your position very, very much. Be content. That's gonna be beautiful. And you like me even more. Excellent. We could still close our gates because we still have a little bit of smallpox. Is that it? No, typhoid fever. We still have a little bit of typhoid fever raging around the region. But should we act upon it, that is to be decided later. My children seem to be okay for a minute, especially my only son. That's the one that imports me quite a lot. King Vojislav of Serbia accepted the High Chief Vuk of Thessalia has offered to join Lombard Holy War for Croatia. What happens in there? It's Serbia, which is fighting against Bulgaria. Bulgaria should be Christian. No, it's not. No one's Christian around there. Doesn't concern us too much. Oh, does that mean I'm at war as well? I am at war with the King of Lombardy, which has 6,000 troops, roughly. That's, well, as long as he doesn't send his armies our way, we should be fine, really. As he is growing older, I can see that Theodoros could use some guidance. Oh yeah, the guidance thing. You, my son, are the most important person in my eyes, so yes, I could make a little bit of self-sacrifice. We could get you to become ambitious. Ambitious is a wonderful, wonderful trait, which would give you quite a fair bit of bonuses in all areas. of your stats. Should we make it though? We would become rivals, or I could get stressed and it would be diligent. Diligent is also very, very nice. Stressed is not something I really like, but you can get rid of it rather easily, I suppose. Or you could get patient. Patient is pretty good. Those are all really, really good traits. Let's make you diligent. You shall become diligent. Everybody likes that, except lazy people, but that's okay. So I do have a little bit of money on the side. Could maybe think of improving Thebes a little bit, but there's really nothing to bring up the tax a little bit higher, so we might not do that. Maybe in Demetrius, Castle Walls is the only thing available. Nah, that's not good. We will wait. It's okay to have a little bit of a money cushion in case something bad happens. The Lords of Byzantine Empire have approved the institution of the regulated inheritance law. Well, that is not too much of a concern as I am not in the Byzantine Empire at the minute. These are dark days. My son Theodoros has been beset by a high fever for several days and I have just been informed that his affliction is indeed slow fever. That is not good. Yes, call the physician indeed. I should have shut the gates. I still have daughters, even then they would become heir. Oh, fate smiles upon me. My wife Gambara is pregnant. Give me another son, please. That would be wonderful. Just in case the old one dies. I want him to, but well, outbreak of disease in the camps outside our walls of Sibunik killed many of the besiegers. Because I am not here, I am in Veklia. I am leading those armies. Manichaean faith triumphant. The adherents of the Zoroastrian faith have steadily dwindled to the point where Manichaean believers are in a majority. This new state of affairs has reduced the Zoroastrian faith to a de facto heresy. All former Zoroastrian holy orders are now Manichaean. This bickering of fool does not concerns me, of course. So I'm leading, yes, I'm leading troops in Veglia here. Should be in there. Army of Count Leon. Well, siege away. Good sir, siege away. Just don't catch the pox, that would be nice. Young Elidora has finished her education in the ways of war. It turned out less well than expected. That is a misguided warrior. Frail. Well, she could be married off to someone. That's okay. Wouldn't give me any sort of benefits, except that producing the next generation of hardy warriors and shrewd diplomats. Children lack childhood focus. That is my daughter Phrasia. We should direct her in the ways of... Is she the oldest of the daughters? Yes, so she might be the heir to come. Go be a warrior, Phrasia. That would be wonderful. A daughter was born to Count Leon of Thebes and Countess Gambara of Thebes, named Eulalia. Nothing spectacular, I don't really like that name though. Uparaxia, that's a good name. Young Theodoros has finished his education in the ways of intrigue. Seems that he has learned all the basic skills required. So he's, oof, what's this haircut? My good son, that's not decent. So he's now a flamboyant schemer. That's a, well, not really good, intriguey kind of thing, but it's not really bright. Paranoid and cynical, those are good for schemers, I suppose. We shall see. Maybe we can have him do something. I don't know. And he seems like he doesn't have the typhoid fever anymore. Well, good for you, my son. I should always strive to look at my best for my beloved spouse. It has not been an easy job, but with the proper care, I think I am looking better and better every day. I am now a groomed person. There's only benefits in there, I think. Groom. So does that mean I would take like one bath a week or something? I suppose that's groomed enough. Okay, I'm starting to think Eliodora might fancy me. Is that the same Eliodora? Okay, why not? I went to Eliodora's chamber and gave her a good tumble. It's good to be the count indeed. We shall see if it goes anywhere. Oh, she's my lover. She's got the purple haze thing around her face right there. Most excellent. Many, many lovers. That's the benefit of being groomed, I suppose. My lover, Eliodora, has just informed me that she's pregnant with my child. How surprising. Well, that's wonderful news indeed, but not really surprising per se, but because contraception wasn't such an important topic in societies in the 8th century, I suppose. Well, bring me a son then, so he can, you know, inherit in case of plague or Ooh, talking about plague, it seems that Thebes has been rid of the typhoid fever. That is most excellent, and nobody died. Kind of. See, shutting the gates doesn't mean anything. As she's growing older, I can see that Yulia could use some guidance. Oh, well, the guidance thing again. Yulia Makrodukas. You're the sister of my lover? Well, just do your own thing and that should be alright. I'm not gonna mingle with every single Makrodukas daughter I see, right? It's not something that I like to do. Even though children, it might result in children, and children are good. It's maybe bastard children, but, you know, they could be legitimized. Your commanding presence on the battlefield was felt during the recent victory, by friends and foes alike. You bolstered the spirits of the men when it was needed most, and you personally led the final charge that broke the back of the enemy army. Songs will be sung of this day. That's 100 prestige for me. Cause yeah, we're still at war with the King of Lombardy, and we're losing it. But I don't really care. I have no stakes in this. The Battle of Zadar. We are marching over the plains when one of my officers mutters, "Once I'm back in Thebes, I'm giving up this soldering life and maybe I will be a baker." I chuckle, considering my own more strategic aspiration. What about you, my lord? What will you focus on in the future? Ooh, that's good. Everything is good in there. Leading from the center is always nice. Organizer could be really... Yes, organizer, definitely. Faster movement towards the battlefield. That would make us evade enemies easier if they come in stronger or anything. Organizer is good, and then at the same Battle of Zadar, it has been ages since I felt so invigorated by a battle. Every day, our unit is moving as if connected by some unspoken bond, I exclaim eagerly one night. Or a higher power of some kind. This is all you, my lord, one of the soldiers says, a look of genuine surprise on his face. That is cool. That is cool, because I will not be a tough soldier anymore, I'll be a skilled tactician, that's the level beyond that, and I will gain the trait of proud, extra prestige, or I could have the same and become humble, as extra piety. Oh yes, 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 that's good. I shall become humble. This is a team effort, soldier. Nonetheless, I'm a cool person. A son was born to Count Leon of Thebes and Eraiodora the Affable, named Timotheus. That is my bastard child. He's a dwarf. Okay. Well, go be a dwarf then, I suppose. -1 martial, -15 personal combat skills, -30 attraction opinion, but among dwarves they'll like themselves. +5. So that's my dwarf bastard son. Okay. Should I legitimize him? Well, if he would be legitimized, he would not be a Makrodukas anymore, but become a Skleros, full-fledged. But Gambara would hate it, as well as all of my other children. But that's for only 1 year. Gambara would hold a grudge against me for 10 years. But I suppose that's alright. She has me in pretty high esteem. I could use a son, even though dwarf and bastard. Let's go, let's bring him into the family. Timotheos Skleros. Didn't pick this name, but okay. So, dwarf and legitimized bastard. My body may be sapless and infirm, but my mind is healthy as ever. What? And I am infirm at the age of 45. How could it? Because I'm still leading troops somewhere up north. Those are my troops, I suppose. Well, I am infirm. That is not good. Should I resign from the position of commander? Possibly? Can I? Yes, yes, I don't wish to be a commander anymore. That hasn't struck me as eminently reasonable. High Chief Vuk has sent his sycophants to torment me once more, spreading vile rumors about me. Everybody at court is whispering about how my mind is rotting away, claiming that I am no longer fit to rule in my current state. I can still duel him. He's got -37 personal combat skill, because he's drunk and has one leg. And even though I am infirm, I still... Oh, that would be interesting. That would be a nice way to go. Yes, let's go duel. It's gonna be the duel of the infirms. Oh no, what's gonna happen? And of course you're accepting my challenge, you one-leg drunk bastard. Cause I'm infirm. What the hell is going on? I don't know. One of us will die. That's... I can't know which one. Ah, let's fight. And Okay, the sun is beginning to set when I meet High Chief Book, my short sword ready. As he clumsily dodges one attack, my next one lands perfectly. That is hard to believe, but I shall believe so. Frantically, the man attempts to cover his injured hand, but I've rarely seen so much blood. Oh, except for the last time when I cut off his leg, and I didn't have seen so much blood before, because the phrasing was the same, but that's okay. I could walk away victorious, and then he would have only one hand, which is still a minus 20 personal combat skill. Who's his heir? Dragia Vukic, which is his son, I assume. Child of concubine, 00000. Those are perfect stats. Age 0. Brilliant. So if Vuk would die with both hands, then this little fellow with 0 in every single of his characteristics. When is he born? 15th of April, and we're on the 26th of July. I don't think he would be very difficult to beat in duel, considering that he's only 2 months, 3 months, give or take. You know what? Let's go. We will end this poor bastard's life. He will die slain by an infirm. Yeah, that's good. So Vuk is dead. Vuk is dead, and it's brilliant. And it will be recorded for all time that he was slain by Leon of Thebes the Infirm. That is brilliant. That would go in history books. That's an epic way of going out. And it's so... Oh, I love it. I love it. This game, comrades, is just the best story making tool ever created. I cannot be more hyped for the third coming September. That's gonna be brilliant. You can count on me, I think, to just get it at the release and go on with a full series again. That would be wonderful. So, High Chief Book dead. All hail the High Chief Dragia, which is 0 years old. I like it very much. He wants me to become his Chancellor, and I should accept. I should accept that. I would be an amazing Chancellor. Moreover, I could immediately declare war, independence, but no. I should strip him of his lands. We shall wait until we have a claim. The lords of the Byzantine Empire have approved the institution of the only external vassal war law. That is, if I'm not mistaken, that the vassals of the Basilios. Who's he, by the way? Niketas the Usurper. Ah, surely someone legit. So his vassals, the 41 of them, cannot wage war amongst one another. They can only declare war on external purposes. That is great for expansion. It's quite good. We shall join him at some point. Goodbye, Chief Vuk. That's the last time I hear from you. So, who's he? Blas. To the great charmer Leon, peace be with you. Please support me by voting with me in the council. If you agree to do this for me, I will henceforth owe you a favor. Favors are good, but I don't intend to stay on your little court for too long, for as soon as I get my claim on the lands of your kid Duke thing, I will strip it away from him. So I don't care about favors, I don't care about voting, I don't care about any of this. You can go to hell, my good Blas. Marshal of Thessalia. Yeah, well, you can do without me. Appoint commander. No, I shall not be a commander again. Leave me alone. I don't want to be a commander. Oh, talking about my vassals. Alexios. Powerful vassal that doesn't have a place in the council. Well, blame yourself, mate. There's no good reason that I would put you in any position in my council. And disease strikes again. What is it this time? It is slow fever again. In the county of Thessalia. I don't care, for I have many sons. Astonishing number of 2 sons. The meh intriguey one and the dwarf bastard. So Georgia Skleros, my second. Is she my second? Yes, she's my second daughter. She wants education. You could go for etiquette. So then you can be. Why do you hate me so much? Oh yeah, cause I legitimized one of your. I gave you a new little brother and then you hate me for it. You're an ungrateful brat. Go learn some etiquette. That's good. Thebes is again beset by slow fever. Yes, that is not good. But nobody died last time, so I suppose that would be good. My steward, Inokentios, was wounded by angry peasants while collecting taxes in Thebes. Are you okay, Inokentios? Oh no, you're wounded. That should be alright. You don't need to be, in great health to collect taxes. My chancellor, Serapion, has secluded himself in Demetrius and is thus unable to perform his task for the time being. That's a shame. I won't get a claim like this, Serapion. Oh yes, and my heir, Theodoros, is not married. And we're likely to play as this guy, because he won't die from slow fever, who could be a potential suitor. Yes, that should be good. Irene Manginos, daughter of Patrician Constantinos. Well, you may wonder why I picked this little lady, but you shall see. Even though she's 5, she's already amazing. Good. Patrician Constantinos accepts the betrothal. Let's take a look at Irene. She's not spectacular by all means, because 7 top stats is nothing, but keep in mind that she is 5 years old and already a genius. And genius, I suppose, is kind of an hereditary trait. So that means we're gonna dabble a little bit with eugenics in there. I don't know if this is okay, but I don't think eugenics were a societal topic in the 8th century Greece. So eugenics, yay! Young Julia has finished her education in stewardship. It is evident that she has excelled in her studies. That's yet one of the Macroduca's child. She's still a giant. I wonder if it would cancel out if she would get children with my dwarf son. Maybe they would just turn out to be like regular? Like normal sized characters, possibly? Or could there be like giant dwarves? Food for thought there. Okay, so she's a fortune builder. Well, half decent. That's okay. This pleases me. And Julia is showing tendencies to be more of a doer than a thinker. Yes, that would be a kind way to describe it. She could become brave, or she could become dull. Well, brave is always good, but even then, even if I pick brave, there's a chance that she would become dull. Go be brave. The brave Julia. The brave giant frail person. And I get from infirm to incapable. Capable means I don't have a regent yet. Oh, that's something we should take care of real quick before I go completely incapable. Be a regent. Who can be a regent? My son, Theodoros. Go be a regent. And then that is borderline cheating, but you know. So I am incapable. Peace be with you. I've been appointed as your regent. Yes, and I don't think I should last very long. How did I get so bad so quick? I'm really glad oh, well. I didn't stay incapable for so long, because now Count Leon of Thebes is dead. Long live... who again? Long live Fioros. Okay. But this is a little bit annoying, because I expected to be able to claim the lands of Thessalia and form the duchy, because now the annoying thing is that my territory is split up. I'm still ruler of Thebes. Let's pause the game for a second. I'm still the ruler of Thebes, but it's my half-brother and heir, Timotheos, the dwarf bastard, which is ruling over Demetrius. We could be allies, mind. But he doesn't want to. That means my forces are still split in two, and the forces of Hive Chief Dragia are again bigger than mine. So even if I would claim this part of the world, then that's difficult. I can be your Chancellor in the meantime, I suppose. Chancellor is always good. It's free prestige and a little bit of money. And I am still betrothed to Irene, which is 5, so I'm not to have children anytime soon. Well, that is something unexpected. Kind of unexpected. What should I go for as ambition? King of Greece. That may be a little bit ambitious. Make a friend. Yeah, I can make a friend. Make a friend is good. Yes, go do that. And as well, we could pick the seduction focus, so we can have more children. Seduction is always a good pick. It's always a fun pick. I mean, I'm not married yet, and I won't be for the next, well, 11 years. And all of my other siblings, the oldest is 8. Yeah, let's go for seduction for a while. It may even help us rank up in the intrigue career thingy. Okay, let's go for seduction and let us seduce everything and everyone. That would be wonderful. But you know what? I think it's a good point in time, so we can pause the game for a little bit. And we shall come back to it very soon. Thanks again for watching. I've been Jay. This has been Dumb Yokel. Have a good night.